Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Villa on Tour. So as you can see, we're currently trekking through the Clent Hill, so not your classic start to a football vlog. The coach tomorrow morning, it's currently Saturday, is at 7 AM, so you will not be catching me doing this intro at like 6:30 tomorrow, no chance. Yes, of course, Ipswich away tomorrow, one of the furthest trips we're going to have this season, about 3 hours away on the coach. A lot of football fans might hear that and laugh at us. How can 3 hours be one of the furthest trips you've got? But come on, we live in Birmingham, nothing's that far away from us, so Ipswich, not really ready for it. Ipswich, of course, back in the Premier League after 22 years and a double promotion, which is actually really incredible. They've had an okay start to life in the Premier League, but they're still looking for that first win. So at home, they'll be looking for that statement victory against the Villa boys. Anyway, enough about them. Back to the Villa. We start the weekend in third place in the Premier League, winning 4 out of our opening 5 games, and that game against Wolves last week, so sweet. What a game that was. If you haven't already checked out that video, please go and do that. And Wickham in the Cup as well in the week on that cold Tuesday night. Go and check that video out as well. But before we get the coach to Ipswich tomorrow, I bring you some exciting news.
What is the exciting news?
Yeah, that's you. I've been nominated for a Football Content Award. Yay! Long-time viewers of the channel might remember that 5 years ago, the year that Villa got promoted, I won the Best New Content Creator at the Football Content Awards. But this year, I have been nominated for the Best Club Content Creator in the Premier League category. So firstly, thank you very much. The nomination is incredible, but now we've got to win, because Villa at the moment and myself got to be winners. So if you've enjoyed my content over the last 5 years, whether it's the big pre-season trips to America, the away days in the Premier League, the European away days, or just watching me in the whole end and seeing my experience at Villa Park, then please do consider voting for me. There's a link in the description, but if you're watching on the TV, you can just go to the Football Content Awards website. It's very clear over there how you vote for me. The best club content creator. You'll see Villa on Tour, click that, vote for me, literally takes 10 seconds. So if you do that, I would be massively appreciative. Thank you very much for the support recently. Has been incredible. You've got something to say?
Just realised I've actually not voted yet.
See guys, she hasn't even voted for me, so join her. Yeah. Go and vote. My own girlfriend not voting for me. Go and vote for me if you do feel that way inclined. I'd really, really appreciate it, so thank you. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your tour of the Clent Hills. If that's not award-winning content, I don't know what is. You don't get that on any other Villa channel, that's for sure. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for Villa's first trip to Ipswich since 2018 in the dark days of the Championship. See you tomorrow. Morning, it's about 6:45 on a Sunday morning. It's cold. Let's get to Ipswich. Right, because we're making this effort so early, I think it's only fair that we set a decent like target. Can we hit today 3,000 likes? Looking forward to going to Ipswich. Get up for it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We just hit 66k, which is mental, so do subscribe if you haven't already. Coach is here. Let's get on the road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ipswich 3 hours later. It's a long old journey for a Sunday morning, that, but I don't want to moan too much ground. Just over there I can see, I think we're heading to the away pub, which is just over the river, not too far from the ground as well. So yeah, I can see it there. We'll get in there later. Buzzing for it. Nice little setting for an away pub. River there, you'll see the pub there. Nice little beer garden, bar outside. Not too bad. Do you know what? The beer was okay in there. I mean, if you went outside, the beer was warm and flat, and it was £7 a pint. Like, I know we're down south, but £7 a pint's a little bit mental. 3 beers, 21 quid. Oh, loving it. 3 beers, 21 quid. Not a fan. Jesus. But yeah, the station pub. What is going on? The station pub is done, and we're going to head to the ground now. We've got a few bits to do around the ground, but do you know what? I love Portman Road. It's such a classic old ground, so much history within Ipswich. They're a massive club, obviously bigger than Norwich. But yeah, I'm excited to get there. It's been a fair few years since I've been to Portman Road, so excited to get there. And yeah, up the Villa boys, looking forward to it. How are you then, son? It's your first trip to Ipswich, isn't it? You're like a little excited child. It's weird that you're going to a ground that you've never been to before.
I'm not that old. It's not that weird.
No, but like, come on, like we go everywhere and we have done for the last few years.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's like every other ground. It feels like you're repeating yourself. But yeah, I've never been to Portman Road. Never made it when they were in the Championship and Villa were in the Championship. So yeah, so first time here today. So yeah, buzzing for it. New ground, tick it off.
Confident?
Yeah, I am. Look, I think it's a tough game. I think Ipswich in terms of points wise, I suppose they haven't started amazingly, but they were unbeaten in 3, aren't
in the
they?
last 3, yeah.
In the last 3, and so I think it'll be a tough game today. I really do. Every game in the Premier League is tough, isn't it? I know it's a cliche, but every game in the Premier League is tough. So
they'll be wanting to make a statement on the telly, in front of the Villa boys. Obviously, we're flying high. They'll want to make a statement.
They will. They'll want their first win. They'll be absolutely desperate to go out and get their first win. So under no illusion, I think Villa will be in for a tough afternoon, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm still confident. I think we are the better side. We know we're the better side. If we play to our maximum potential, then I think Villa will win the game.
What a ground though, mate. Look at this. Check it out.
Yeah.
Portman Road. I'm excited to get in there. Come on then, Josh. Score prediction today. Your first time at Ipswich. Excited to get in there?
Yeah.
Good lad. Score prediction.
3-1 Villa.
Confident of a win today, son?
Yeah, definitely.
Big up the Villa.
Up the Villa!
Oh my God, it's
Hello.
Alex Griffin, Ipswich Town content creator and vlogger. Go and check him out if you haven't already. What do you reckon today, mate? Confident against the Villa boys?
No.
Love to hear it, love to hear it.
Mate, we are due a win, so it could happen today, but will it? I don't think it will. I'm usually very optimistic with Ipswich, but I think we probably will lose today. You're going to be a very strong team. The only thing that I am confident about is you've obviously got Champions League coming up.
Focus on Bayern on Wednesday.
Yeah, it could be, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 Villa win.
It's weird, you know what? It's weird coming to a ground and opposition fans like being scared of Villa, you know.
I'm being honest.
Would you think you'll stay up though? Because I think Ipswich probably
we will.
have the best chance out of the promoted teams. I like the way they play. McKenna's obviously a great manager. I think you'll stay up?
I think so, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Si, you've picked some incredible seats here. Feels like we're in corporate, mate. Chris Heck will be licking his lips at these seats, I gotta say.
Tell you what, I buy the tickets for a reason, because we're right on the halfway line. Feels like we need a squidgy seat. If Chris Heck was there, if Chris Heck's watching, by the way, so we know he watches the videos. If Chris Heck was watching, he'd be putting these padded seats right in there.
The leg room is terrible. I've got to say though, we're on the front row, safe standing, so it feels weird being in an away end, like right in the middle of the ground on the halfway line. Like you're at Wolves, obviously that goes the whole length across the side of the pitch, but being on the halfway line as an away fan, bizarre. But I've got to say I like it, mate.
I like it as a change. I usually like being behind the goal. That's what I'm used to. That's where I feel like I'm at home. But do you know what? For a little change, I don't mind it. To be fair, like it's it's really good. I'm loving it.
Right then, team, sort of as we expected. No McGinn, which is a huge miss, especially for today. Bayern Munich, Man United's huge games, missing that energy of him coming in. Bailey starting, Ramsey on the other side. As you'd expected with the team, really. McGinn, a huge miss though. That's the big statement with team news coming out.
I think what I'd say though is the manager said earlier this week that he hasn't been absolutely on form though. He's not been quite himself in the early parts of the season. Maybe a hangover from the Euros, I don't know, but maybe this break will do him the world a good sort of thing. But look, we've got a squad this season. We've got a squad, you know, who can come in for the injured players sort of thing. But so obviously Leon Bailey comes in today, and I think he does. I think we need Bailey in the squad. I think he adds that width, doesn't he? And so yeah, I'm happy with the lineup. It's as expected, really.
Can I get a score prediction today, please, son?
I actually back us to have a clean sheet today,
Ooh.
which I haven't probably for a very long time. So I'm going to go Ipswich 0 Villa 2 today.
Right then, Zach, you come over for a score prediction. Some confidence today. What's your score prediction, son?
3-1 Villa. Duran, Watkins and Tielemans to score.
I love
Up the
it.
Villa.
Oh, what's a guy! Obviously, they make a bit of noise to our right. That's where the noisy boys are, behind the goal. But I love Portman Road. I've got to say, it's class. But before we get into the game, a quick shout out to this video sponsor. Yes, this video is very kindly sponsored by the wonderful people over at Incogni. Now, how many of you guys know what a data broker is? Well, they're companies that are collecting and selling your personal information right now without you having any idea about it. Like your name, your online activity, your home address, and lots more. Now, this can lead to loads of nasty stuff, like identity theft, the loss of control over your personal data, and getting spam as well. Now, talking of spam, my email clearly gets passed around like there's no tomorrow. This random email from Cool Wireless Voice, nah, I mean, come on, what is that? I'm sure you can all see where I'm coming from. We've all been there with that sort of stuff. Maybe you unsubscribe to a free newsletter and you're getting weird emails just like me. Now, if you wanted to go to these companies and request that your data was deleted, it would take weeks and no doubt months. And this is where Incogni comes in. Incogni reaches out to data brokers on your behalf, requests your personal data removal, and deals with any objections from their side. I mean, I signed up about 3 or 4 days ago, and this is what we've got so far. So there's been 44 requests that have been sent, 19 are in progress, and 25 completed. Then you've got a list there of the companies that have deleted my data, and it saves me a total of 18 hours and 45 minutes of my time. So if you fancy this for yourself, use my code VillaOnTour for 60% off an annual plan. So as you've already seen, it's working wonders for me, and if you want that for yourself, use that top link in the description. And thank you once again to Incogni for sponsoring this video. Another score prediction, Ben. What do you reckon today, son?
4-1 Villa.
4-1, you're that confident?
Yeah.
Big up the Villa, son.
Up the Villa.
chances did we have to clear that? How many chances to clear it? Onana messing about. It's a great finish. Jack Clark sets it up. How many chances to get rid of it though? Come on! Get in there! Come on! Yes! Get in there! Mate, that defending was equally as bad as Villa's goal. Jesus Christ. What are they doing round the back? Morgan Rogers, man. First goal of the season. Get in there, Morgan. Leon Bailey, man, what a ball that is! That's what happens when you actually have a go at your man. Ollie Watkins, dun, 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 dun. Ollie Watkins, dun, 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 dun. Ollie Watkins, dun, 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 dun. That's what happens when you take your man on. Great ball in Bailey. Bash! Free header Watkins, come on. Martinez has just made two unbelievable saves in the space of about 2 or 3 minutes. Carlos plays the lap on side there. One-on-one Martinez. After what looked like could be a bit of a banana skin early on with a terrible goal to concede, by the way, Onana and various other players faffing around on the edge of the box. It's been a pretty comfortable half. Ipswich, if they defend like that, they will not be staying in the Premier League this season.
Yeah, I think we've controlled the game. I mean, dominated possession from the very first minute, really. I mean, I just feel like the game's been very open, though. Probably more open than what Emery would have wanted, really. I mean, towards the end of the half, they had the one where they ran through and Martinez made the save.
Yeah.
And then
Phillips had a shot from the edge of the box as well. Yeah. 2 in 2 minutes, really.
And so I think it's probably been a little bit more open than what Emery would have hoped for. I think there's been giving the ball away a fair bit in midfield. Onana's been guilty of it a few times. So, I mean, overall, we've dominated the game. I just think it hasn't been as controlled as what it probably usually is. But I mean, in terms of the goals, though, I mean, yeah, first one terrible from the Ipswich back line, awful. But the second one, Leon Bailey, the first time he went at the defence, he whipped a great ball in and a great header from Watkins. And here we are.
It's a bit of a weird game, I think, because defensively Ipswich are really lacking, but they do have, offensively some decent players. That Hutchinson's decent. Delap looks like he could cause a few problems. Villa defensively, again, not great, but going forward, look like we could score every time. So it's probably goals in this in the second half, do you reckon?
I hope not, to be honest with you. I hope there's not. I hope there's no more goals for Ipswich. But I think, do you know what? I think our massive problem area is down the right hand side, and you can see like a lot of things come, down our right all the time, and so we've got to find a solution to that. I'm not sure it's quite working at the moment, but yeah, look, let's hope we can see it out or add a couple of goals ourselves in the second half.
Need to be careful here in this second half. Again, down Villa's right hand side, Conser and Bailey. John Duran is on my mind, Nanny's Villa's number 9. Guess who's coming on? Big JD. Rogers and Bailey going off. The big man, John Duran, coming on. And Philogene as well. Good to see him after a good while. See what he can do on that right hand side. He's having a bit of a disaster, this ref. Ipswich will feel hard done by, but that's Sam Moores. He should be off, by the way. Oh. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Carlos is not good enough. So poor Diego Carlos. 2-2 with less than 20 to go. Diego bloody Carlos. Not good enough, mate. Said it earlier as well, by the way. Down that side. Down that side. Oh, Ramsey. Immediately Ramsey with an effort. Oh, mate, this game's open now. What are you doing? I hate that. Just make the keeper make a save, honestly. Barkley with the effort, approaching the 90th minute. Just test this goalkeeper, he's crap. Jesus Christ. Absolute masters of our own downfall today. Ipswich tore us apart in the counter-attack. Could have had more, but my God, defensively, We need to do something. It's been the same for the last few weeks. Every goal we concede just seems so avoidable. After that first half as well, you think there's goals in this, but second half we didn't test their keeper. I spent the whole game saying he's terrible, go and test him. You know what, fair play Ipswich, they did well. Not a lot of quality, but Jesus, you've got to look at Villa. What are we doing today? Defensively, horrible. And just like that, finally, we are back. Long old journey back from Ipswich, but do you know what? I'm going to be positive after that one. A few horror shows defensively today. We kind of come to expect it, like every single prediction we do before games now. It's like, oh, do you reckon this week's going to be the week where we keep a clean sheet? It's just not going to happen, is it? And the whole, you know, it's a shame that Matty Cash is out. It's a real shame. And a lot of people like to sag off Matty Cash recently, and when he was playing, obviously last season, he got a lot of stick, but you can sort of see now how valuable actually having a real actual right back is. Emery clearly doesn't trust Bogard at the moment or Nedeljkovic, so putting Cons out there today, persisted with Diego Carlos. Everybody knows my views on Diego Carlos. Don't think it was Cons' best game today, but it's an accumulation with Carlos. It's not just today. The bloke looks like he runs in treacle. That goal, the second one, is horrific. Tiff's in the background cooking the dinner, but just the way that he defended that Liam Delap second goal. He tries to hold the line, and then him getting spun inside out with the actual shot from him. So poor. It's embarrassing, his amateur defending. And I don't like just singling him out, because I think as a whole, collectively, we've been horrible at defending for weeks and weeks, and it is a problem that needs addressing. So yes, not the clean sheet today. Today wasn't the day. But going forward, we look lively. I think the game sort of changed when Morgan Rogers came off. I think that was an interesting sub. I was expecting it to be sort of like for Watkins to go off for Duran, but looks like Emery sort of persisting in trying to get those two to work together. But yeah, the subs weren't quite right today, but we said in the last 10 minutes of the game, like, Ipswich could go on and win it here, and if any side was going to, it was going to be them. And I've got to say, yes, defensively Villa were poor, but credit to Ipswich, like, they were really good today. Their fans were very decent. It was loud in there, and you know what, offensively they might have enough to stay up this season. Defensively, I'm definitely not convinced by them. The goalkeeper, as I've said, is horrific. So yeah, good luck to them. I do hope they stay up. Fresh blood in the Premier League, always nice. If you have enjoyed this video, please do smash a like on it. 3,000 would be unbelievable. Get involved in the comments and let me know what you thought of that game today and how you're feeling going into a massive week for the Villa at Villa Park. Bayern Munich on Wednesday, Manchester United on Sunday. My God, what a week this is going to be. And just before I go, please do go and check out Incogni, top link in the description. I shall see you on Wednesday for Bayern Munich at home. Still don't feel real. See you then. Up the Villa.